Hey guys, this is Comic Uno, and today I'm doing a review for Arrow, and it's about 2 o'clock in the morning, so that is why I am in a different spot, and you might be hearing coughing. But yes, I am downstairs, not usually in my usual spot. I did watch Arrow with my Yaya, and she's in the background right now. But yeah, let's just talk about this episode. This is Blast Radius. This is the return episode for Arrow, and I liked the episode, I guess. It was a little bit of a slower one, which I was surprised by because season 2 has been such a quick, every episode's awesome, you know, we get some, you know, a big cliffhanger, or we get a big revelation, and with this episode I thought it was a little slower than most. It wasn't a bad episode, we still got some good moments. Good moments, I would say, was Thea and Roy. We get to see Roy, he has his powers going on for him, and Thea realizes that Roy has powers. So we get to see that, and I'm really interested to see how that relationship develops, and just what Oliver said in this episode. You know, he wanted to go into this as someone that doesn't have partners. He was going to do stuff alone. So does that mean, is there a possibility that Thea and Roy and maybe other people could join this Arrow family? And I think that is possible. But right now we're going to just see I think Roy and Thea kind of just discover Roy is by himself. But I did see some promotional photos that Roy is going to be with the Arrow a little bit and the Vigilante. So I'm really excited to see throughout the season how Roy, Thea, and Arrow will be combined in a way. And I think they will. Because we have seen those characters get more into the vigilante-ness. Especially Thea. You know, Thea has been a character I've really enjoyed this season. I think has grown. Because she's been going into the vigilante stuff and really accepting it. I think Roy is scared that Thea won't accept that he has super strength and that he could heal, and he doesn't really know what's going on with him. But Thea does accept a lot of these things. She's like, yeah, you do it, but like, add me into it. Don't hide it from me. I think we're going to discover that more even in the next episode, probably. I'm really looking forward to see where that story goes. Laurel, as always, Laurel's trying. I'll give her that. She's trying. She's trying to find out what's going on with Sebastian Blood. She's actually the one who discovers that he's evil, which the audience knows, but our Arrow team and everyone else doesn't know, and even Starling City. So it's cool to see that Laurel's the first one to find out in this episode, and that's kind of the cliffhanger, even though the audience already knows he's evil, and if you read comics, we know he's evil. But yeah, it's kind of cool to see her added, but she's still annoying, you know. I like the actress, but I don't at the same time, because usually when there's an emotional scene, and you know, the same thing goes for this last part where she has this revelation, she doesn't have, her face doesn't show that expression, like, oh my god, I'm shocked. It's just a kind of weird expression she has when she's shocked or sad, and I think we got that here too. But I'm still rooting for Laurel. You know, I really don't love Laurel, but at least they're trying to go in a direction with her character and giving her some sort of story. So we'll see what happens there. I don't know about her character, but maybe like all our other characters, maybe we'll say, oh, Laurel's cool, you know? Maybe we'll have a really cool story arc. And, you know, you have to build something. You got to see Laurel to see her character build. So I see that. Best part, Olicity, definitely. We get to see that grow, and Oliver accepts his partners. I feel like Oliver has been a lonesome person. He's never said, well, Felicity and Dave, they're my best friends. He's really accepting it now. He's like, no, you're not my employees, you're my partners, you're my friends. So there's a lot of good Olicity moments, which I'm a big fan of the couple, so I hope we get to see more of that as the season goes on. I'm like, just kiss already, and they you know, Stephen Amell just gives that glare. I'm like, alright, I'll accept that for now. Because, you know, that's going to be a long-term type relationship thing, will they type ship. I think Olicity's going to be for this show and has been with the show. Will they, won't they? So that's, I like their parts. Even though they kind of biggered a little in this episode, they needed that to show, hey, we are friends and we're partners in this. And I like that I have teammates. And we are more than employees. We're friends. A family, I would even say, right? So I like that part. But yeah, it was a little bit of a slow episode. There's not much that goes on here. There could be parts where you could tend to go on your computer again. Thinking back to season 1 of Arrow, but definitely better than season 1. But yeah, a little bit of a filler episode. It seems like, of course, you're going to get more interesting things as the season goes on, like Ra's al Ghul's daughter has been casted, the other daughter, Natalia, another daughter. We're getting a little bit more with Sebastian Blood, Deathstroke, so this was just a little bit of a filler, but I'm sure the season's going to bring us a lot of great things. And of course, I'll have a review for every episode of Arrow, so definitely watch those, and should be on time next week. I'm sorry it wasn't on time, but should be on time for next week, depending what happens. But at least I got the review up. Tell me in comments below what you thought. Do you think it was a mediocre episode like I did, at least for season 2? I think this was definitely one of the weaker episodes for the season. Probably the weakest, which is really a shame to see that as a mid-season return. I was very upset by that. It's still not a bad episode, just a little bit of a mediocre one. But please tell me in comments below what you thought. This is Comic Uno. Guys, don't forget to follow me on Twitter for Comic Uno and the Ryan Situations. And don't forget to like me on Facebook. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.